I don't normally talk about these hot takes, but this one we're gonna do. Story time from Disney. Now, if you follow me on a regular basis, you know that I used to be a cast member. That's me. So people have been doing these Disney hot takes, and I always get tagged in a bunch of them, and I usually just ignore them. To be fair, half the time they're not actually hot takes, they're just takes. Hot take, I don't like churros. Okay. But this one kind of piqued my interest, so we're gonna break them down. So let's talk about your Disney World hot takes. Number one, Magic Kingdom has the worst food out of all the parks, and it's always overcrowded. And you're not wrong. Magic Kingdom is the park that nobody skips. And I'm gonna get comments from people that are gonna be like, but I skip it. I get people do skip it. What I'm saying is the majority does not. Most people that are gonna make their trip to Disney World are gonna go to Magic Kingdom because that's where the castle is. Some people, including my daughter, call this Disney World. The amount of times I got guests asking me, hey, how do you get to Disney World? And I'd be like, you're here. Welcome. It also is the park with the most young kid rides of any of the other parks. Almost no height limits. And the food comparatively to other parks isn't as good. Don't get me wrong, it's one of the parks you can get a turkey leg. And I love me some Casey's hot dogs, but most of the quick service is meh. And that's meh on a Disney standard. I still think all the food is good. Number two, you do not need Genie Plus for Animal Kingdom. Unless you are an Avatar fan, you are 100% correct. Genie Plus, or whatever they're calling it now, is just not useful over there. Everest, one of their major attractions, has a single rider, so if you really want to ride it, it's very easy. And then most other things are small rides or shows. So yeah, it feels like a waste of money. Number three, the boathouse is overrated and overpriced. There are much better options. Now, as any place you're going to eat, it all comes down to your preference, but the boathouse is awesome. But also, I can't afford it. But also, I want to go. To be fair, if I'm at Downtown Disney, I'm probably at Earl's Sandwich. Number four, Disney popcorn is only good because you're starving and walking 20,000 steps. This is incorrect. The popcorn is delicious and you are wrong. That's all I'm going to say about that. Also, it's super cheap. Number five, closing Dinosaur instead of updating it is the biggest L of Animal Kingdom. You're close. Removing the whole area was the biggest L of Animal Kingdom. I don't know why we could have just updated the whole area. Dinosaurs are timeless. And now, if I go to Disney World, there are no dinosaurs. Except for like T-Rex the restaurant. Well, and I suppose Gertie, but technically she's an ancient witch. At least according to the book that Roy E. Disney left in the rock under the tree under the boat in the bayou. But in the end, gotta keep moving forward. Number six, close Storybook Circus and give us literally anything else. See, this is one of those things where people that don't have kids don't get it. That whole Storybook area is perfect for little kids. Lets them cool off, gives you a moment to breathe, and then you all go shopping inside the tent. Now, I'd rather still have had Toontown, but 7, nobody actually likes turkey legs. They just buy them for the aesthetic. Your mother buys them for the aesthetic. Turkey legs are delicious and magical. They're so magical they taste like ham. And obviously, you've never eaten them correctly. Or we wouldn't be having this conversation. 8, camping out for fireworks 3 hours early is the biggest waste of park time. I agree. Now, camping out for your spot about an hour before is not a bad idea, but if you go for 3 hours, well, here's what's going to happen. You're going to get the spot you want. You're not going to have anybody stand around you. And then 15 minutes before the show, a family is going to stick themselves in a position that they're not supposed to be in and completely block your view. Because for some reason, that's what always happens. And then you're going to get extra upset because you waited 3 hours, even though it was going to happen if you waited 20 minutes. We one time picked a spot where there was an open walkway where nobody was allowed to stand, and somebody still stood in front of us. We were there an hour and a half early because the kids were resting. And it took every ounce of my being not to punch them in the back of the head. Luckily, a cast member came and cleared the area and they had to move, but they tried for like 15 to 20 minutes. Number 9, Festival of the Lion King is the best show on Disney property. Again, this is opinion. I like the show, it's kind of cool, but if I were to pick the best show on property, I would say Finding Nemo the musical. But I'm also partial. Also, I wish they'd kept it the full musical and not cut it down to such a short one. And they only cut it down because people complain on how long the show was. Because those peoples was heathens. And that's not something I admires about Stems. And number 10, last but definitely not least, Epcot is the best park. It legit is the best park. It has something for all ages. It holds some of Disney World's best concepts. And it's educational. Plus the food and drink around the world is just amazing. And they have turkey legs. And that always makes a big difference. Now everyone's entitled to their own opinions. Some of them are wrong, but you're entitled to them. And you should know how hard it was for me to read that whole thing after I read your number 7. Yes, I was very brave. You're welcome. Much.